Awesome. Hi, everyone. If you're watching, hopefully you are, we have the Wandering Sword inaugural Duelist Cup. We are going to be drawing for our names, and we have Larry, awesome, amazing person. And have you introduce yourself for us, pretty please?
Yeah, Lawrence Lanese, one of the primary marshals for the USA. Also been running the Duels League temporary, and now running, now filling it in as a primary for that also. And then we have Christine, who's also one of the marshals, and will be competing at the event, right?
Yep.
So
Excellent. It's going to be great. So we're going to go through and start getting this going. But thank you all for watching, and it's going to be a great Duelist tournament.
All right, so first up is going to be the women's longsword. So we have, she goes by Gina, right? Gina? Yeah.
Mhm.
Gina Rodriguez from Mexico. Then
Yes.
Laura Carnes, it says Cranes.
Mhm.
Julie Peterson, Kelsey Dietrich, Dana St. Amand,
Mhm.
Christine Napolitano, Ace Adria Eden, and Shan Lind. So we'll
Excellent.
do the draw of those names. So fighter number one is,
I should have had a drummer ready. I'm
Dana.
sorry.
Dana's fighter number one.
Excellent.
Fighter number two is
Gina.
fighter number three.
Shan.
Nice.
And fighter number four.
It's me.
All right. And what we'll be doing, as you can see, I'm entering these here on the pools section of the sheet. When you guys look at the score sheet, which will be available, we'll have a link where you guys can view but not edit. You'll actually be able to see the whole schedule. It'll be input in detail tomorrow night, but for now it's just numbers.
Perfect.
Number five.
Ace.
It'd be cool to see Ace fight several of these people.
Kelsey.
Kelsey. For number six. Number seven will be
Laura.
Nice.
Laura, who's not Lauren.
And
Laura will remember that.
Julie.
And Julie. Say that because for Carnage, she sent me a message saying, Laura and Lauren are not the same human. And I was like, okay, cool.
You're like, noted.
I'm not sure why this happened, but all right.
That's
So
interesting.
next up, men's longsword. Austin Ponticelli, Justin Doty, Bo Ring, Kenneth Jackson, Colin Partridge, Charles Letcher, Andrew Ali Martinez, Spencer Woodell, and Ronan Sato.
It is Sato. Ronan Sato. No, you're fine.
Sato?
You're fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And fighter number one for men's longsword.
Andrew.
Fighter number two.
Kenneth.
Fighter number three.
Charles. Yeah.
Now, once again, this is men's longsword. All right.
Excellent.
Fighter four.
Justin.
Ooh.
Fighter five.
Spencer.
Ooh.
Fighter six.
Colin.
Fighter seven.
Austin.
It's gonna be interesting to watch Austin fight duels.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Do we have an EMT on standby for that?
I hope so. I believe we do have the proper medics, and I'm gonna give him the lightest sword he can get. Like, too bad, but this is what you get.
It's just
And Bo Ring.
And Bo Ring for number 9.
Excellent.
All right, now we're gonna go to women's shield. Yeah, just concussions and stuff like that. So just the thing. So women's sword and shield. We got Gina Rodriguez, Shellens, Laura Carnes, and Dana St. Armand.
That was a stout one. We have 2 champions.
Gina.
Yeah.
Champion of Mexico.
Nice.
Yes. Shoshana.
Shows number 2. So that fight's going to happen early.
Wow. So we have wow.
Laura. Lead Dana.
And then Dana will be fighter number 4. Let's look real quick to see how that goes. So, if we jump to women's sword and shield on the score sheet. Oh no. So it'll be like the fourth women's fight when Gina and Sho fight each other.
Gotcha. Because I was wondering about like this because they're
Won't
1 and 2.
Won't be right off the get-go. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. I look forward to that.
I
It's gonna
thought
be
it was
good.
going to be there. Yep. Men's sword and shield. We got Andrew Ali Martinez, DeAndre Cyrus, Kenneth Jackson, Derek Berry, Charles Letcher, and Corey Magmer.
I'm sorry about that one, Corey. We'll learn that the day of. Sorry, Corey. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's one of those.
All right, fighter 1 is Andrew.
Oh,
again.
Yeah, Andrew was number 1 in the other fight.
Wow, Andrew number
Fighter
1.
2.
Derek.
Number 3.
DeAndre.
Are we saying that right?
I just call him Cyrus, honestly, but I believe it is Andre. DeAndre.
Easy.
Charles.
Oh, nice.
Fighter 5.
Kenneth.
Fighter 6.
Corey.
All right. Now we're going to get the women's buckler. Women's buckler will be interesting. We got Christine Napolitano, as I said Christina for some reason, Anna Metz, Kelsey Dietrich, Shoshana Shellens, Ace Eden, and Julie Peterson. Fun thing is, because Anna's almost always melees, but Anna's like silly fast. So it'll be fun to see how she plays out in buckler.
She won buckler at Carnage.
And she won buckler at Carnage.
Did she really? Wow, so there you go. We have a sleeper one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely caught people off guard.
Right,
sure.
Ace is fighter 1.
Ace is fighter 1. Fighter 2.
Shoshana.
All right, fighter 3.
Anna.
And fighter 4.
Me.
No.
Okay.
Was it Sive that said that? Nice, Sive. Well said. That is so true.
Kelsey.
All right. Now we're on to men's buckler. Men's buckler, we have Corey, Bo-Ring, Russ Mitchell, Alex Z, Spencer, DeAndre, and Ronan.
It's gonna be a good one. I know Bo's like he's the champion right now, but he's like, I don't think you'll be able to take it from me, Spencer. I'm like, we'll see, buddy. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And like I don't know who Alex Z is.
I'm not super familiar.
Nope. Okay.
All right, first person is Ronan.
All right.
Then Bo. Cyrus. Russ. Alex. Spencer. And Corey. Let's begin.
Nice.
That's funny. All right, and the last category of the event, that's not the schedule. That is simply the last category from the list. Is men's pole arm. We got Charlie Brumfield, Theodore Vlamis, Austin Ponticelli, Howard Longus, Colton Zale, Hall, Jake Schultz, and Derek Berry. Now
we did just have something come. I believe Howard was dropping out, but we were telling him we was not sure if he was going to. But we're going to go ahead and still draw for him.
Yeah. No worries on that.
Okay.
The interesting thing here is like Zale and Jake, if it's the right Jake in my head, they both fought at nationals and both were, exceptional in their mobility and techniques and stuff. So it'll be fun to see how they play out against Austin and Charlie.
I think you are correct, and that's the cool thing about this. Since sad that we didn't get to go to Worlds, but you kind of get like a championship matchup again very quickly, and I think it'll be fun.
Yeah,
right.
Zale had 2 super hard fights against Creed.
Yeah, he fought Creed twice.
Beat Creed the first time, lost the second time.
Yeah,
that's so tough. Those were good fights.
Yeah, so Zale is like real top tier, but getting hit by Austin and Charlie is going to be a different game.
So. Oh yeah, that sucks. Absolutely
All right.
sucks.
All right. Fighter 1 is Derek.
Fighter 1, Derek. Fighter 2,
Howard.
Fighter 3.
Jake.
All right. Fighter 4.
Charlie.
And Fighter 5.
Austin.
All right.
Zale. And Theodore.
Do you know who Theodore is?
I
No?
think if I saw the
Okay.
face, I know, but I'm bad with names. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I get you. I'm just because that puts Austin and Zale and Theodore in pool 2, well, pool B. So we're gonna get the Austin and Zale fight that I want to see, and I feel bad for Theodore because both those guys are top tier. You may be top tier
That's,
too, just don't know who you are.
that'll be a trial by fire real quick. So
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a quick or fun experience. So
yeah.
but all right, folks. So that's all on the spreadsheet. We'll share the spreadsheet out in a couple minutes. I will have the score sheet, which will be the schedule, set up tomorrow.
Ted
Okay.
Valmus.
Okay, that name I do know. So
Excellent. That's why I was like, I think so, but I know we talked about Ted and Theodore. That was the hardest thing running this event. I was like, wait, they're the same people. Okay.
yeah. Oh my. Yeah, the people who do that, and like I don't know, somebody registers as Spencer, then they register as Sato,
Oh,
and then they register as something else, and they I get like
who would
3
do
people who are the
that?
same human who registers 3 times.
Man, did I say I get hit in the head a lot?
Don't know
I'm
anything
sorry.
about that.
I appreciate you. So you guys can't hear us as normally, we have our eyes in the sky / the guy in our we have a baby ninja in the background. He gave us an awesome assessment, and he wanted to ask us out of the 3 of us who we think will be some of the most brutal, who will be some of the most entertaining, and who will be some of the most technical matches out of all these for each running per se. So Larry, I'll let you go first, Lawrence.
So in longsword, I feel bad. I know Gina's a skilled fighter, but I haven't seen her fight in like 3 years.
I'm really excited to see her.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how she plays out. Longsword, we have 2 different pools, and Gina and Christine and Dana and Shan are all in that pool.
Wow.
So that'll be interesting. I know Dana is strong and taller than most of the other girls, so she's going to have a good reach. And then in the second pool, it's going to be Ace and Kelsey and Laura and Julie.
Wow.
And I know Ace did well at nationals. Laura, she fought longsword, or did she only fight shield at Carnage?
She didn't make it the first day because they were having all.
Oh yeah, so Laura missed out. So
yeah, so Laura's got to get out of her pool so I can fight her because she owes me a fight.
Yeah, no. But in longsword, Julie's always has been one of the top tier fighters.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
And she's their current national champion, so that's something there. So that would
right.
be
So she's going to be the one to beat in that situation. So that'll be cool to see where that plays out. Any thoughts on any of those fighters you got there?
Your assessments are pretty much 100%. I mean, Ace did amazing. As long as she's playing her game, keeping her movement up, not letting someone corral her, she'll be doing awesome. Dana's going to do amazing as always. Jules is just going to be awesome. Like, I want to see her keep on, like, fight her fight as well. And I hope her being champ will give her something to fight for a little bit more so too. And then, oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no. So yeah, that's a key thing. That's having a reason to win.
Yeah, so. And Gina, I've never seen fight with longsword, so I'm super excited. And my mind's starting to fail me. I believe the other we had. Who else was there?
You got Shan and Kelsey and Laura.
Oh yeah, Shan, Kelsey, and Laura. All 3 of those. Nobody to sleep on. So it depends on who gets a good night's rest, who's fighting their fight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be good fights throughout there. I definitely am excited to see how the women play out. The men's longsword, several of these names, I feel bad, guys. I'm glad to see these names because I don't know them. So
Mhm.
that makes it awesome because that means our sport's growing, or that means we're getting crossover from the other leagues. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter why you're here. The fact you're coming out fighting is the best part about it. But
I know less than half of those people.
yeah, it's a low number. But like, it's gonna be fun to watch. Honestly, watch you fight Austin. You're in
And
separate pools though, so
so
you
we got a
guys
fight. That'll be.
got it. You guys both would have to get out of your pools to fight each other for you to fight Austin.
It shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Well, we
I
don't know.
assume. Well, that's
Literally, well, Justin is skilled as fuck. Justin Doty is skilled and fast.
Oh yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a challenge for Spencer. Andrew, Kenneth, and Charles. I don't know those guys, so they could.
And they're in my
easily-
pool, or
Yeah, they're in
Yeah.
your pool.
okay.
But I don't-
No, I sleep on nobody, so that's the part. I'm gonna come out there, play
Oh,
my
yeah.
game. Keep your cardio. And for those people watching, I've been doing my cardio at least 2 hours a day, 3 times a week. I've been trying to get up to. So I'm just trying to, as long as I don't gas out, I'll be fine. Yeah,
So then
and
this
yeah,
the
go ahead.
second pool we got Colin, Austin, Ronan, and Bo. So you got Bo with all that experience. Then you
Mhm.
got Ronan, who's training like a madman and has a goal, has a pursuit that he wants.
Did decent at nationals. I don't
Yes.
remember specifically, but I
Yes,
think
and
he was
I think he
pretty
was
solid.
everything he fought in. He was in like the top 3, so he was always placing well. But then we got Austin, who, like, Austin will definitely need to bring skill against Ronan and Bo because they'll both have the ability to stay out of range. So
And since we're
that'll
doing
be
H&B
interesting.
rules, there's not the kicks, there's not the punches, which of course some
Right.
people, I mean, as we grow our sport, we're looking for the skills, the panache, but sometimes people just like to see a person get punched in the mouth, which I love both. I'll fight IMCF, I like it, but it's going to be interesting where this is going to be all sword strikes. Depends on what kind of weapon he's bringing in. I know we have our weight requirements, but if it's definitely a heavier sword, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah. No, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. That's my
Yeah.
thing. If someone gets afraid of the hits, then he's gonna dominate them. But if they don't get afraid of the hits, that's when he's gonna have issues. So women's shield, we have Gina, Sho, Laura, and Dana. So that, I mean, Sho's the champion, and she's
Yeah.
been the champion for years. So,
You heard to beat
Yeah.
Shoshana and Shield.
but everybody gets the fighter. So, because it's one pool, so that's gonna be nice. They're gonna get a full variety, and she's gonna have to prove that she can beat them all, kind of thing. So that'll
Yeah,
be
they'll
good.
see if you get those rock paper scissors matchups, which I mean, Shoshana is a goat, the greatest of all time for right now because she practices so much. She gets out there, she fights all the time, so she already has a little bit of flavor for everybody. And then she has her whole aura about her. People are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta fight her." So it'll be interesting. But Gina, of course, Mexican champion, Sword and Shield. I really can't wait to see her fight. We've been talking back and forth. It's been really nice during making this whole event and making this international now. I'm really excited. And Dana, oh my God, Dana's amazing. And then honestly, out of all of them, I don't know super whole lot about Laura.
I mean, she's trains with the Warlords regularly. I know she's at least to some level into the HEMA side of things too. So she's probably going to have a lot more precision fighting than a lot of the fighters tend to do. So we'll see how all that plays out.
That'll be cool.
Men's Sword and Shield. We've got Andrew, Derek, DeAndre, Charles, Kenneth, and Corey. Almost this entire lineup, I don't know. But DeAndre has won Sword and Shield at the national level at least once, if not a couple times.
I believe it twice now because he's been plagued by one with the COVID. He didn't get to go overseas because he won, and then now because of the war, he didn't get to go over. So I'm like, bro, you just need to stop winning because every time you win, you don't get to go overseas.
Yeah, like quit screwing it up for the rest of us. So.
But no, it's gonna be good fights. Kenneth, I believe he's Warlords, also Knights of Wakanda, fights real hard, practices. Cyrus is gonna be tough.
Kenneth, not Kenneth. Okay.
I think so. I may be wrong. Maybe I've been wrong before.
Okay, because
so
the one Kenneth in Warlords who's Wakanda He has an I in there. So
Yeah,
unless
so
something
I
was
don't know.
misspelled. Yep. Okay.
So
Women's
it'll be good.
buckler. Yeah, totally. Women's buckler. We got Ace, Show, Anna, Christine, Julie, and Kelsey.
That's gonna be a real tricky pool.
Yeah, that's good, and that's all one pool, so everyone has to fight everyone. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out.
And you're gonna expect Shoshana to be top fighter in there. Anna's stupid fast, so she's really great. I don't know if I've seen Julie do buckler before, but I expect she's gonna be pretty good at that one as well.
Yeah. And the thing with buckler though, because it's that 5 hits and it's over. There's a whole. You can simply just play a chess game and win it. Like you don't need to be the best fighter if you just do the right. Well, I mean, you are the best fighter by using your brain to win, but you don't just need to be fast and fast. You can just make a couple tactical moves that makes you win.
Yes, it puts you ahead if you get ahead, and then once you're ahead, you can be a little bit more brash and make sure as long as you're trading, you win. So
Right.
yeah, it's different. It's a different game. I enjoy it. Oh, okay, excellent.
Okay.
Kenneth Jackson. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for knowing the people in that world. So
That's one part. I
buckler
haven't had a
men.
chance to really go over to ACW as of late. Uh, just being far that close from Midland or Midwest, I have not been able to. So I appreciate you. We like can call them that.
Yeah, I'm all about everybody should play with everybody as often as possible. That's what we need.
Yeah.
But men's buckler, we got Ronan, Bo, DeAndre, Russ, Alex, Spencer, and Corey. So this once again, we get Ronan, Bo, and DeAndre in the first pool, and Russ. That's that's gonna be some great fights all the way around.
Oh,
Now, I mean, Bo just won nationals, so Bo has to like keep and own that in buckler because that was a special moment. He needs to keep it. And then in the second pool, it's Alex, you, and Corey. I don't know Alex and Corey, so I really don't know how that's going to be for you.
Yeah, I'd be curious, and that's the part where I go back to my kind of SCA gameplay, where now we're playing tag again. So I like it. I enjoy it.
Right,
yeah.
and you guys can, I mean, there's definitely been some amazing. That's another thing. Yeah, buckler does play a bit more SCA style than the rest because you can play the one shot.
Yep, as long as you keep on going. Like people like you're still doing the one shot, but you just keep on going, don't stop. I find it fun. I think it's a great training technique. Doing that kind of buckler fights, it's good. And if you want to win, you're not necessarily gunslinging. You're trying to cover yourself and still throw correctly. So it'll be fun.
Yep. And then we get to the men's pole arm, which is Derek, Howard, Jake, and Charlie in the first pool. Then the second pool is Austin, Zale, and Ted. So in both scenarios, like what I really want to see is the Jake versus Charlie and the Austin versus Zale, because Zale and Jake are both agile, mobile, dynamic fighters, and Charlie and Austin tend to both be tanks that trade blows.
Oh, wow. That's true.
You know what I mean? So seeing the dynamic guys go up against the tanks is going to be a fun dynamic. Fun to see how that plays. Just to see if they can. And the rope, in this sense, saves the dynamic guys. Gives them that chance. Because if there was no rope, Austin will just pin you in a corner and punish you, so.
Yeah. Size and conditioning, that part will be a big thing if there was no rope. Because once again, for us people tuning in, this is HMB rules. So there's a difference between HMB, IMCF. Those are the main two dividers right now, right?
Those are the two big rule sets. And anything else modifies from those two.
So. Exactly. So right now in HMB, when you're doing pole arms duels, it's like a paw, or what we call in medieval things, there's like a divider, and you're fighting, you can't go past that. So you get into range, and that's when you're firing your blows at, and you can step out of range. But of course, we don't let you stay out of range that long. You got to get back in there and fight. You can't just get ahead and stay out. But the difference with IMCF, if the person is moving around and just puts you in a corner and just bashes you, it's rough. which I think there's creeds to both sides, but that's not what we're playing today. We're playing HMB. So
Right. There are benefits to both games.
oh, nice. No, that'd be
Nice.
awesome. So Corey said Corey, what was his name?
Corey's going to be up against you and
Perfect.
Buckler with Alex as the other opponent. So yeah,
So
sounds like
another
sounds
gold
like you got a
medal
challenge there.
I
Yeah.
love it. It's gonna be great. That's what you sleep on nobody. It's gonna be great fights. You try to
Yeah.
control tempo. The last one I actually fought Buckler because I didn't fight in nationals. I just wanted to win longsword. I
Right.
fought in Colorado at Shoshana's first event, and that one
Okay.
I think I ended up edging out. I only got third or fourth. It was close, but I lost to Landon, and I think Greg got me in that one. But it was really good.
Yeah,
I think
Landon's talented. So
Landon's really good. We went like best of five. Like we tied 3 times. It was really crazy.
Wow.
So it'll be good.
yeah.
It was really good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
cool.
cool. Is that all?
That's yeah. We went through all the groups, talked about them a little bit. I think we're good. Yeah.
We will be live streaming this, so we're going to be going through Warlords. We're going to get some links up there as well. I'm going to be posting to all my social media through Seto Gashuko, through also the Wandering Sword Project. We'll probably get stuff out to everybody, and we'll just be like, post it, get it out there. But we are going to live stream this as well because we want to show this for everybody to enjoy. This is the whole reason we made this event is Cyrus reached out to me and he's like, hey, everything got canceled. Would you like to host an event through my non-for-profit, the Wandering Sword Project? And I was like, yes, I would love to and fight in it because this is what it's all about, getting more people fighting. And also, as we have to get, I don't want to say insular because we're not insular. We're bringing people from Canada. We have people from Mexico coming. We want everybody to come. But lots of times we've had to go out to find the tournaments. Now we're trying to host more tournaments in the United States and give people to something to come to. So it'll be fun.
So,
Yeah,
Should be a good tournament.
yeah, should be lots of fun.
it should be amazing.
But all right.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thanks for helping setting us straight on the facts because we still don't know each other on everybody, so we're still learning. So we really appreciate that. So as always, next time Wander On, check us out on our Instagram. Check out Carolina Carnage as well as Palmetto Knights on Instagram and Facebook, their social media. HMB US League, so as we're trying to grow and get stronger. And Larry, do you have any more shout outs?
You got all the important ones. So
Okay, perfect. Last thing, after this goes on, so this is June 4th and 5th. Like I said, we will be live streaming. We have some other events coming this big year. I know a big thing that is on our radar. We got Dragon Con coming September 1st through 5th. Got a lot of great things. If you haven't checked out Dragon Con in the future, look at it. It's in Atlanta, one of the biggest conventions. So if you're just a big nerd like myself, all different avenues, it's great to come and watch, see all the events. Spreads 5 hotels, spans 5 hotels. And we're going to have some of the best fighting. Larry had a great chance. I got to do Longsword Exhibition. The Knights of Wakanda had our debut. We actually got to win the championship, so we're going to defend that. But we have a room in the Sheraton that is literally full of people. We were at max capacity, and this was during COVID, as safely as we could be. But I felt like a WWE superstar when we're fighting. And you turn around and you're like, are you guys having fun? And everyone's just like, what? So it's a great time. But first, we have the Wandering Sword Duelist Cup, and we will see you guys June 4th and 5th. Thank you so much, and cut.
Check us out on Patreon. You can even sign up to get our Season 1 exclusive t-shirt. We are grateful for your contributions, and every bit helps us bring you more content. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, but most importantly, wander on.